Today's vlog is all going to be about woven tops that are easy and breezy, easy to make up and super cool for the summer and moving into the autumn months depending on the fabric type that you use. So I've chosen 5 woven tops and I've matched them up with fabrics from my stash. They're all beginner friendly patterns or they're palette cleanser patterns because I've been doing some really difficult sewing lately, so it's time to do something that's easy and breezy and perfect for the summer months. Hi there, I'm Christine the Gemini Stitcher and welcome to my little sewing space. After a couple of weeks of some seriously meaty sewing projects, I've decided to take it easy and breezy for the next couple of weeks, and I've chosen some easy, friendly, stylish woven patterns from my stash. One of them I haven't got actually, but the other 4 are already in my stash, the patterns and the fabrics, so this is a serious stash busting time. So what are the patterns I've chosen? Let's go to pattern number 1. The first pattern I've chosen is a Maison Fauve pattern. No surprises there. I've made it before, I've toiled it and then not taken it any further. So we're going to do this top in my Easy Breezy woven collection, and it's the doll top from Maison Fauve patterns. So what do they say about the doll top? Well, the sizing, first of all, it calls from a size EU sizing 34 up to 48, and it is a beginner friendly pattern. The doll top embodies bold, confident femininity. That sounds amazing, doesn't it? So how is it achieving that look? It has a clean, streamlined bodice. It's semi-fitted, this bodice, so it's not a big boxy top that's going to make you look bigger than you are. It's going to hug your natural shape and give you a smooth, feminine look. So it's got a soft, scooped neck, and the big thing about this top is its sleeves. It's got big statement sleeves on it with pleats at the front and back that swoosh around into each other and then cinch in just above the elbow on me. And they look amazing in the right kind of fabric. Now, if you want the structured look, then look for some cotton lawn, some lightweight viscose linens would work well, your chambrays. I'm going for a floaty look with this top, so I've chosen a viscose from my stash. So it's not going to give the really structured pleats, they're going to float on the sleeve area. There are a couple of changes that I may make to this pattern. I'm probably going to change the neck shape. That scooping neck shape really doesn't suit me, and you'll know that from the dress that I made, the Otis dress. If you've been watching me every day, I battled with that yesterday and got that under control and wearable by doing a shallow V-neck on it. So I may do the same with this top and change the scooping neck into a V-neck. What fabric am I going to use? Get your sunglasses on because this one is a little bit bright. Here it is. It's a viscose chalet, so it's nice and floaty, that I got from Oh So Crafty, a year last March. I have used some of this and made the archipel top, but that's a sleeveless top where it loads, so I thought use the rest of it to make a beautiful doll topping. Now this is quite a lightweight fabric, so I am tempted to line the bodice on the doll top and give it a really nice finish. If I've got enough of the fabric, I'll probably just line it in the same fabric. Otherwise, a nice cotton lawn on the inside works really well. So that's what we're doing for top number 1. Top number 2 is again one that I've made before. I'm trying to keep my life easy after all the hard sewing projects I've been battling with, and I want to make the About Town top again from pattern Emporium. Now the About Town top is a little bit more difficult, I think, than the doll top because it's got a collar that you've got to put on. But it's an easy camp style collar. There's no collar stand, so if you've never done a collar before, the About Town is probably a good one to try and dip your toe in the water with collars on shirts and tops. So the About Town top is no buttons and no fuss. Sounds perfect, doesn't it? I've already mentioned the collar. So it's got a front V, so the front has got a front shallow V, and you can either cut the front pattern piece on the fold and have it all as one, or you can cut it in 2 pieces and top stitch and have a central seam detail on it for just to be a little bit different. It can be a top, or it can also be a dress, which I've not looked at, so maybe I love the top version of it. Maybe I need to extend it into a dress next time. There's lots of optional details on this top, so this time I'm going to keep it fairly plain and simple, no pockets, no epaulettes on. I'm going to do the long sleeve version, probably 3/4 length for me, and I'm loving the idea of putting a big wide hem on the bottom of it as well to finish it off and make it hang really nice, which is a great couture finish to use. So they do an option with this top for bustier ladies, and there will be bust darts in the side of that one. When I've made it before, I've just done the straightforward side B cup size, and it's been okay. I am going to try doing the fuller bust option this time and dropping down a size and see what the difference is, see if I get a better fit with it. So what fabric am I going to use? Well, we went all bright before, now we're going all white. I know. I've had this fabric for the longest time. I picked it up off the swaps table at one of my socials over a year ago. It's a beautiful stripe pattern, white cotton with a silver thread running through it. And I think it will look amazing as the About Town top. I'm copying unashamedly one of the pattern images over here. This is the white version, that's the long sleeve version. That's what I'm going to do in this fabric. But I'm undecided whether to embellish it or not. When I made the little cord set in the pink and green, I did some machine embroidery around the front V. So I may do that with the white one, and then I might do some detail along the bottom hem as well. Undecided, but possibly gonna put a bit of extra detail in. That's just my personal choice. But if you were just sewing it as is, it's a great afternoon sew. So perfect for beginners. Top number 3 is an itch to stitch pattern. It's one that I've not purchased yet, but it's been on my radar for the longest time, and it might be time for me to bite the bullet. So it's the Clement top, and it's a beautiful little top. Don't know why I've not bought it before, because it's got all the cup sizes as well. So I think this one is going to be in my pattern stash fairly soon. What are the deets for the Clement top? comes in US sizes 00 up to 20, and it has cup sizes all the way from A to double D, which is brilliant for everybody. It's a perfect transitional season wear top, depending on the fabric that you make it in. It's got 3/4 sleeves, it's light and easy and breezy, but can be layered up as well for the autumn. It's got front and back yoke detail, and then gathers under the yoke front and back, and it fastens with a back loop It fastens at the back with a loop and button closure. They're aiming this one at the confident beginner, and I'm going to probably do a size 4, but do it in a C cup. So what fabric am I going to make the Clement in? Some more fabric that I've had for absolutely ages. It's this, it's a double gauze. It's a striped double gauze. Oh, look at those colours. Love that pink. So on one side of this stripy gauze, it's quite a wide stripe. And then on the other side, it's a very narrow stripe. So it's going to be perfect for the Clement top. It'll mean that I can play around with the stripes. So I can do a narrow stripe at the top and a broad stripe at the bottom, or the other way round with the yoke. Yes, that is going to be a perfect Clement top. Can't wait to make that one. The next pattern is a pattern that I bought a while back and haven't made yet, so it's coming out of my not used pattern stash. Brilliant. It's a pattern, Emporium pattern, and it's their Sweet Talker bubble sleeve top. It comes in Australian sizes 4 up to 30. So what are the deets for the bubble sleeve top? It's obviously all about the sleeves with this one. Those beautiful puffed up sleeves look amazing. You can have short sleeves or 3/4 sleeves. I'm undecided which length I'm going to do at the moment. It might end up being the 3/4 sleeve one. It has a narrow neck facing. Now that one might have to change. If it's narrow, why have you done a facing? I will probably do bias binding round the neck, because narrow neck facings and me do not go together. It's got a flared silhouette to this, and there's also the hack option of an elasticated waist as well, which I'm quite interested in looking at that one. That might be one that I go for. So there's also a full bust option, and if you go for the full bust option, it's going to have bust darts. Now I think again I'm going to look at doing that one and going down a size and see how it works. So they reckon you need between 1.9 and 2 meters of fabric, and 2.6 meters of fabric for this top. Sounds like a lot to me, so we'll see. I've got 1.5 meters of my fabric, and we'll see if we can do some pattern Tetris with it. So it may be that I can only do the short sleeve version. This is the fabric that I want to use. It's an unusual fabric. This was from Wasted Fabrics when Steph and I did our naughty purchase earlier in the year. And it's got a bit of stretch to it, which is going to be great for comfort, isn't it? It's a lilac stripe, and it's got some jacquard weave to it as well, with little dots all over the stripes. Absolutely stunning, smart looking fabric, and I think it will look great as a bubble sleeve top. Pattern number 5 again is one that I've done before and done it recently actually, and it's the Flutter sleeve top from So Different Patterns. Now, this is one of their cheaper quick make patterns, and I'm going to be looking at some more of those because there's actually some quite nice ones in their quick make section. Well worth a look. So what are the details for this Flutter sleeve top? It comes in UK sizes 8 up to 30, which is a good size range. It has statement frill sleeves. It's all been about the sleeves with my tops, hasn't it? Have you noticed? And it also has an inverted centre pleat, which is really good for that naughty tummy area. There's also French darts in the front and fisheye darts in the back to add a little bit more shape to this top and stop it being too voluminous. And it's beginner friendly, even though it's got those big gathered sleeves. They're really easy to do. Great for a beginner to have a stunning top that's not difficult. And they're few and far between, aren't they, when you first start sewing? So give the Flutter sleeve top a try. What fabric am I going to make my second one in? The first one I made in my cream eyelash fabric. Absolutely love that one. So I want to do it completely different, and I'm going to use this blue large Dobby Weave check fabric because I think this will look great with a pair of jeans coming into autumn on a nice warm day. So what do we think? Those Flutter sleeves are going to stand out really well because it's a cotton fabric, but it's not heavyweight cotton, so it's going to have a bit of float to it, but also a bit of structure as well to help those statement sleeves really stand out. So there we go. 5 woven tops that I want to make for easy breezy summer sewing. I hope I've given you some inspiration. If there's any tops that you like sewing and that are easy and breezy, put them in the comments below. Share with us. We all like to know, me as well, patterns that aren't on our radar, but they're my 5 that I'm going to be working on over the next few weeks, and I will see you all tomorrow for more sewing chat and fun. Bye.